Hi everybody, it's Karen from the Salem South Line District Library, and I am going to be your Mystery Maven for the summer. We are going to be having Mystery Mondays. It's in conjunction with our summer reading program, and on Mondays I'm going to be bringing you a couple of mystery selections that I hope you really enjoy. Libraries, a lot will be having curbside pickup next week, so you can start looking to see if you can put a hold on some of the titles from your very own library. And we're trying to move ahead with the future. We're still staying very safe, and a lot of these books that I'm going to be talking about this summer will be available on the electronic formats of RB Digital, Hoopla, and Cloud Library. So the first one I want to talk about is author Karen Dion, and she wrote The Marsh King's Daughter, which was a huge success and hit the international scene huge, with a great big bang in the international scene. And she published in 25 different countries. It's set in the UP, which I think is one thing that made it quite popular. And she has a very nice way of writing. It's very quick and it flows, and you are captivated right away by the good bad kind of a situation that's in the book. So let me read you the blurb. Helena Pelletier has a loving husband, 2 beautiful daughters, and a business that fills her days. But she also has a secret. She is the product of an abduction. Her mother was kidnapped as a teenager by her father and kept in a remote cabin in the marshlands of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Helena loved her home in nature, and despite her father's sometimes brutal behavior, she loved him too. More than 20 years later, she has buried her past so soundly that even her husband doesn't know the whole truth. But now her father has killed 2 guards, escaped from prison, and disappeared into the marsh. The police begin a manhunt, but Helena knows they don't stand a chance. Only one person has the skills to finish the survivalist the world calls the Marsh King, because only one person has ever been trained by him, his daughter. New York Times calls Karen subtle, brilliant, and mature, as good a thriller as can be, and it's won several awards. It's really fast-paced. My Cliffhangers group, everybody enjoyed this book, which is saying something because, you know, everybody has different tastes. So I do recommend this one. You can buy a copy and support your local bookstore. You can look around on the digital formats, and pretty soon, when you can put a hold in your library, most libraries will have this book. So maybe you can get a book on hold from your library. The next one is Tana French in the Woods. And Tana French has been around a long time. This is a pretty in-depth, meaty kind of a book, which I really loved. And it's psychological, it's detectives. You know, there's a mystery to solve and the relationship between the 2 detectives. This book is the winner of the Edgar Award, the Anthony Award, McCavity Award, and the Barry Award. So, you know, 4 very prestigious awards for her first novel. Let me give you a blurb. As dusk approaches a small Dublin suburb in the summer of 1984, mothers begin to call their children home. But on this warm evening, 3 children do not return from the dark and silent woods. When the police arrive, they find only one of the children gripping a tree trunk in terror. 20 years later, the found boy, Rob Ryan, is a detective on the Dublin Murder Squad and keeps his past a secret. But when a 12-year-old girl is found murdered in the same woods, he and Detective Cassie Maddox, his partner, find themselves investigating a chilling case very similar to the previous unsolved mystery. Now, with only snippets of long-buried memories to guide him, Ryan has the chance to uncover both the mystery of the case before him and that of his shadowy past. So that's a blurb. The USA Today called it a creepy, as creepily imaginative as it gets. New York Times says, drawn by the grim nature of her plot and the lyrical ferocity of her writing, even smart people who should know better will be able to lose themselves in these dark woods. It is a gripping story, and it's kind of a page turner. You're always trying to figure out what's going to happen next. So those are my 2 books for this week. And as I said, look to see if you can get curbside pickup pretty soon at your library, and you can put the books on hold if your library has it. Other options are the free services, or perhaps purchase a copy. So we're still going with this. We're being safe, and libraries are trying to do virtual programming and programming like this, where we can bring you some information, and we hope that the summer is going to go by with a new rhythm, but that we're all going to stay safe, and somewhere along the line we're going to see each other again. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon.